Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be installing the Bluetooth K2 speaker from K-Speaker on my 2018 Sport Glide. Stick around. Now, I never thought in a million years that I would be a Bluetooth speaker guy, somebody to mount a speaker onto my motorcycle, especially since I run with a Cardo on my helmet. But we're at the point now in my riding career, as you would, I guess, say, that I'm riding with my son now. And I want him to have access to music. Yes, he has a Cardo, but just to make things easy. And since they reached out to me to do a review video on this thing, I just said, yeah, cool, let's do it. Let's see what this thing has. And full transparency, everybody, if the product's good, you're gonna know about it. If the product's bad, you're gonna know about it. And they know that too. So you're gonna get 100% transparency from me on this channel about this little speaker here. So without any more delay, we're gonna open this up first, see what we got, then we're gonna put it on the motorcycle. K-Speaker claims premium sound quality while also being waterproof. They're saying this thing's loud enough to be heard over loud wind noise. We're gonna test all of this, every single aspect. I'm gonna get this thing wet. I'm going to take it out on the road, and we're gonna see actually how well this thing performs. Open box, see contents. I went ahead and saved the trouble of doing an unboxing and just laid everything out here on the table for you. There is much less than I anticipated being in this box. We have the Bluetooth speaker itself. Looks like we have a clamp mounting system, which looks pretty robust. We do have mounting hardware. We have some zip ties. There's a manual, and they even included spare parts. You can't be mad at that. Here is the main unit here. As you can see, this does have chrome on it. They have two versions. They have one with just black, or you can get one with chrome. I went with the chrome because I do have chrome trim on my Sport Glide, so I figured this would be the best option to go with the look of my motorcycle. Now to the fun part, let's get this thing put on. First step, we need to disassemble both of our mounting brackets here. There is some rubber on the inside there that'll keep from scratching your bars. So it's nice they include that plus some extra to accommodate whatever bar size you have, but this should fit my bar no problem. And then of course there's a couple of screws in there you have to crack loose, and then you have to disassemble the two pieces, plus you have to take this cap off because this has to go through the speaker and then reattach and screw back on like this. So let's get to that now. Before we throw on the brackets, we're gonna bring the speaker unit over and eyeball things to get an idea about where we want it to mount. When I get a placement I'm happy with, I'm gonna mark a spot on both bars about where I want the brackets to live. Now we'll take our disassembled first bracket over to the bike, not before we cover up the tank with a towel since things can fall and potentially scratch the bike's paint. Let's just keep things safe at this point. Then we'll attach our left and right side brackets, but don't snug everything down just yet. Just a side note, everybody, there are some longer screws and some thinner rubber available if you have thicker bars for your motorcycle like I do. So if you cut this into 2 pieces to accommodate each mounting bracket and then use the longer screws, you should be okay. Now that we have the mounting brackets on, we want to make sure we don't snug them up tight as possible, no Loctite or anything, because we want to make sure the speaker mounts right. That way if we need to make any adjustments, we can do that. So next is mounting the speakers, so let's do that. I also need to mention that the cap screws that secure the speaker arms to the brackets can both be tightened with their own wrench that is included in the spare parts bag. Make sure and screw them on the right way so that you can get that wrench on the cap to tighten them up. Next, I'm just going to sit down on the motorcycle, get it upright, and make sure the speaker is centered. And when I'm happy where things are, we'll tighten down all the hardware. Just to speed things up a little bit, that way we can actually hear the sound of the speaker, I'm just going to plug the end of this into the pigtail that's already installed into the motorcycle. Alright, let's turn it on.
Bluetooth mode.
Just to go over some of the buttons here, this is your power button, so you'll short press to turn the speaker on. Here you have your previous button, or it can act as lowering your volume. This is the display here in the middle. And then you have your next or increase volume button, and then your mode button. USB is down here. You can remove the little plug in here and go into Bluetooth mode, or plug a USB cable right into it from a source. Well, that's going to do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. Look forward for part 2, where I will actually get this thing out on the road and actually get it wet, and we're going to see how it does for those 2 tests. I want to say thank you to the fine people at K-Speaker for sending me this unit out and working with me on this video. Also, if you want to check out what else they have to offer, please go to kspeaker.com. Give them a shout out, let them know that D-Cycle sent you. If you have any questions about today's video, please leave me a comment below. Please check out my other videos here on the D-Cycle channel. And until next time, you guys, ride safe.